Sneak Peeps, welcome back to another season of Sneak Peek.
Winter break is long gone and hopefully you missed us as much as we missed you.
But we're back with our face-off game show, an Oscars panel, a Grammy Style Squad, and an Tonya interview.
Let's start off the year right with Sneak Peek.
Now, it's common knowledge that from High School Musical to Baywatch, Zac Efron has always been a heartthrob.
I mean, who hasn't had a major crush on him at one point?
Zac Efron has recently taken to Instagram to post some creepy pictures from the set of his new movie, Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile. Unexpectedly and yet weirdly appropriate, Efron has taken on the role of Ted Bundy.
Yay, another Zac Efron movie, but who exactly is Ted Bundy?
After the release of My Friend Dahmer, a trend of serial killer movies has been set off. Ted Bundy was a famous serial killer known for using his charisma and good looks to lure his victims. Similar to Efron, who instead uses his charming personality and dreamy eyes to make us fall in love with him and watch all of his movies.
As fit as he might seem for this character, it will definitely be an experience to see Efron turn evil.
The movie will be told from the perspective of one of Bundy's longtime girlfriends, and it is said to be shocking. Follow us on social media and tell us how you feel about Zac Efron portraying Ted Bundy.
And speaking of Disney Channel heartthrobs, Cole Sprouse announced just yesterday that he will star in a new movie, 5 Feet Apart.
Recently known for his role in Riverdale, this will be his first appearance in a feature film as an adult.
And it has been a while. He hasn't been on big screen since 1999 when he made his debut alongside his twin brother Dylan in Adam Sandler's comedic hit, Big Daddy.
Cole's new film has already been deemed as another romantic, heart-wrenching drama focusing on the love story between two characters battling serious illness.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see who will be cast as Cole's co-star to determine if this will be the next Fault in Our Stars.
In other news, superstar quarterback snapped back at a host causing an indefinite suspension.
What? You have to backtrack a little bit for me?
Okay, Tom Brady, a football quarterback for the New England Patriots, was recently invited to the Kirk and Callahan show. After hearing that one of the hosts, Alex Raymer, had called Tom Brady's 5-year-old daughter, and I quote, an annoying little pissant, Brady cut the interview short just after 2 minutes of being on air.
You just shouldn't mess with people's children. That was really inappropriate.
Raymer was suspended from the radio station, followed by all of his regular gigs. Guess you could say karma is real.
Considering just how angry he could have gotten, Brady reacted in a very professional way.
Following Raymer's suspension, Brady said, "We all have careers and make mistakes. I'd hate for someone to have to change their life over something like that. That was certainly not what he intended." Very classy, Tom.
And on Monday night, the cast of the new Marvel movie Black Panther made a statement at the purple carpet premiere in Hollywood.
The cast and crew was supposed to adhere to royal attire, and the attendees wanted the arrival of an African superhero to be a glorious celebration.
And boy, did they deliver royalty. It was an evening coordinated with colorful African-themed fashion that had everyone in awe.
The cast and crew of Black Panther are excited and proud to represent the African-American culture both on and off screen.
The event has fans counting down the days until the film premieres in theaters everywhere February 16th.
All right, folks, for our first segment back, we're busting out a fan favorite, Face Off.
So exciting. We've got Blake, Alyson, and Catherine in the studio doing 6 Degrees of Separation Challenge.
Sounds great. Challenge accepted.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Face Off. I am your host, as always, Blake. But today, I got a co-host with me. I got Dakota Reyes right here, because the games today are going to get complicated. We're going to need 2 judges for it. We'll get to it in a minute. First off, say hey.
Hey, guys.
Thank you. That's all we need. Now, I also want to have the contestants introduce yourselves. We're going to be talking about new movies for the coming year. Just say your name and tell us what movie you're most excited about for 2018.
I'm Catherine, and I guess I'm excited for A Quiet Place with John Krasinski and Emily Blunt.
Great choice. And?
I'm Alyson, and I guess I'm excited for Ready Player One.
All right, both good choices. That one might be coming up later. We don't know. And anyway, so we're just mixing things up a little bit today. We're not just going to be doing simple question and answer. We're going to be doing 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. Now, Dakota, have you heard of that game before?
I have not.
All right, well, it's very easy. Actually, it's really not. I'm lying. What it is, it's a theory that any person can be linked to Kevin Bacon in only 6 moves, but we're going to do it with any actor. So let's say you wanted to link Bruce Willis to Daniel Day-Lewis. What it would be is that Bruce Willis was in Unbreakable with Samuel L. Jackson, who was in The Phantom Menace with Liam Neeson, who was in Gangs of New York with Daniel Day-Lewis. And I know what you're thinking. Did I plan that out beforehand? Yes, I did, because this game is really hard. So we're going to be using the magical hat here, Dreams and Victories, in order to determine what they're going to have to link. And probably going to be first to 3, but if you have some extra time, might do a few more. Y'all ready to go? All right, let's see. Let's see what the first one will be here. Let's get a good one. All right. First one is Christina Hendricks for the upcoming movie, The Strangers Pray at Night. And the second one is going to be Sandra Bullock for Ocean's 8. All right, Dakota, any initial thoughts on these movies?
The Strangers 2 looks pretty terrible. The trailer looks quite bad. I haven't seen the original Strangers, but I'm a huge horror fan, and the trailer has all the makings of low-budget, standard Hollywood horror fare, and most of that is pretty bad.
I could not disagree more. It's got I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany, which is one of the greatest 80s songs ever. They got the director of the first film, Brian Bertino. He's coming back. He's going to be writing this film. And the thing I like about this movie, at least for the first one, you said you haven't seen it, right?
I have not seen it.
The first one is very good about making scares without jump scares, in terms of having things happen but not having them jump out at you, and that's something I'm really hoping they're continue doing with the next one coming out.
The only reason I have any trepidation with this movie is, why did it take 10 years? The original came out in 2008, and it was a smash hit. It made a bunch of money at the box office. I don't understand why it took them 10 years to make another one. To me, it just screams cash grab from the studio.
Well, I know they've been trying to make it since 2011. They've had a lot of director changes and everything, so that might be why. But also, if you haven't seen the first one, fun bit of trivia, Dennis from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is in it.
Really?
Yeah, Glenn Howerton. He's in there for 2 or 3 minutes.
Is he? So is he one of the first people killed? Or?
He doesn't last too long.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't last as long. He doesn't last for 12 seasons like he does on It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, do you want to talk about Ocean's 8 as well?
Ocean's 8.
Yes.
I am intrigued by the premise. I haven't seen any of the other Ocean's films, so
Okay.
I'm not very knowledgeable
You
right
gotta
now.
see the
so I
Ocean's
apologize
film.
for that.
Because see, for me, the main fun of the Ocean's films is the star power in them. You get some of the best actors around. They bounce lines off of each other. So here you've got Sandra Bullock, Helena Bonham Carter, Anne Hathaway. It's a supercharged cast, and just seeing them being able to interact and throw things around, that's part of the fun. Because the original movies, back in the mid '60s, were it was the Rat Pack. It was Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., and all them. So it was just a movie about the stars, and I'm hoping that's something they continue with now.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. The trailer kept me interested for the most part. It's not really one of my most anticipated at all, but they have a killer cast. And did Soderbergh come back for this one?
I'm not sure. I know he's involved in some way. He might be producing or something. I can't
I'm
remember
sure
off
he's
the top of my
an
head.
executive producer. Or something.
Yeah, the only thing is, oh no, I stand corrected. It's actually directed by Gary Ross, the guy that did the first Hunger Games. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's weird. All right, yeah, but anyway, so yeah, we can definitely see there how it's gonna be a very different style, but we want to look and see what's gonna go on here. How's it coming, guys? How are y'all doing so far?
I'm stuck.
You're stuck? All right. Well, let's see if we can figure out some hints here. Just throw out some actors that Christina Hendricks has been in a movie with.
I don't really know who Christina Hendricks is.
I got you. No worries. She was in the movie Fist Fight with Ice Cube and Charlie Day.
I have seen that.
Okay. She's been in Mad Men, but that's the main thing I knew for her was Fist Fight. I just really wanted to talk about The Strangers too. Now, Ocean's 8, Sandra Bullock. She's been in movies with everybody. You've got Keanu Reeves. You've got what else has she been in?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, yes, The Proposal. Oh, I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
It's a good movie.
Yes, it is. Now, let's see, what else has she been in recently? She was in The Blind Side with Tim McGraw, which won't come in handy at all because he's a country singer and has barely been in any movies, but that's beside the point. All right, y'all want to give up, move on to the next one?
I gotta give up.
Oh, it's all good. No worries. What's up? Do you have one? Do you have a connection?
Yeah, not really. I thought I might, but we gotta.
All right, well, we got to move on. All right, let's try another one. All right. Oh, that was it. And because there are no winners, we were going to give out this nice piece of bacon here for the 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon game. Not going to anybody. But that's all right. We had a great time here. Did y'all have fun?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I know it's a really hard game, but thank y'all so much for being with us. We really appreciate y'all coming out. Dakota, thank you for bantering with me a little bit.
Of course.
And now, thank you, everybody. Make sure to check out all these movies coming out in 2018. Now we're going to head to a commercial.
Welcome back. As you've all probably seen, the Oscar nominations recently got posted, and there's plenty of opinions out there. Well, we have got our own sneak peek panel ready to give our take on the noms. Take it away, guys.
Hey everybody, I'm Maddie Kilburn, and I'm here with Blake, Dakota, and Alyson to talk about the freshly released Academy Awards nominations. All right, so every year the Academy throws us some curveballs. Do you guys want to talk about some of the more surprising nominations of this year? The Boss Baby, anyone?
Yeah.
I want to talk about the lack of Batman in place of the Boss Baby. Like, I was not happy. Yeah, Lego Batman, of course.
The Academy continues their Lego movie bias this year by not nominating one of the better films in animation this year. Animation as a whole this year was really poor.
And we're talking about Lego Batman, not Lego Ninjago.
Yes,
Oh,
Lego
yeah.
Ninjago was average at best. Lego Batman was actually really well made, had a ton of heart. It was
I loved it.
hilarious, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And so deserved to be on that list more than the Boss Baby. I mean, I haven't even seen it, and I know it's
You
Lego
have seen
Batman's
it.
better.
That's what. That's the
No.
thing. You have seen it, and you don't remember any of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, there you go. I can't even remember watching it.
I don't know.
So,
What are they going to let go of all these biases? I'm sorry, I had to make one pun. Anyway.
All right. Okay.
I think there were some good surprises too, though. I mean, like Logan getting a screenplay nomination.
Yes.
That was great.
Loved that.
Mhm.
And one surprise that I was more angered about, that's not the Boss Baby, is Christopher Plummer getting nominated for All the Money in the World. I was very
True.
surprised, especially when Armie Hammer did not get a nomination in that same category.
Mhm.
Because Christopher Plummer is serviceable in All the Money in the World. He's fine. But it was really just stunt casting, all said and
Well,
done.
because they just like shoehorned him into that right at the last second, so you feel like they had to like give him some sort of recognition for picking it up like that.
Yeah, and that's fair, but at the same time, an Academy Award nomination.
Yeah. Can't play around with those. All right. So on that route, do you guys want to talk about anything that you're like particularly disappointed about? I mean, I know that I was really shooting for Dee Rees getting a director nomination.
I just
'cause-
wish there were like 5 more directing
Yeah.
directing spots in the category, because I mean, there's like everyone who was nominated this year is amazing, but there's just so many more who could have been
It was
recognized.
a well-stocked group. Like
Yeah.
I was not mad at any of the people that were nominated, but I was like, but just like tack on another one. It's fine. Just
It's
like
like
post
we have
it.
10 pictures. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah. Oh, good. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. One of my Dark Horse nominees for Best Director would have been Denis Villeneuve for Blade Runner 2049. That movie, from a directorial standpoint, is absolutely phenomenal.
I mean, 2017 was just like a
It was.
great year for movies. Like
It
this,
really
is,
was,
this is
yes.
gonna be difficult no matter what. We're gonna all have to make some concessions, but all right. So okay. I guess like if we want to wrap this up, end it on a happy note. Do you guys want to talk about what you're happiest about getting nominated?
Baby Driver.
Oh, yeah.
Baby
Great movie.
Baby Driver is a shoo-in for Best Editing. If they don't, the Academy does not know what they're doing.
They don't know. Yeah.
Like, seriously, that movie's made in the editing.
I don't know. I think the editing, though, for I, Tonya is great as well. So I'd have to go back and forth on that.
True, but I think much more effort and everything else had to be put into Baby Driver to get everything to line up with the music and all that. It was just
It's gotta win.
Yeah.
I mean,
it
it's
has
the
to.
whole thing. The whole movie is editing.
Yes.
It's just perfect, seamless editing. I don't know. Yeah.
I was also happy to see The Big Sick get Best Screenplay nomination.
Honestly,
which was
I just wish that it would have been nominated for something, and that was the perfect thing for it to get nominated for. Because I was watching it, and it didn't quite feel like quite on that level of like Best Picture, Best Director. But you know what? Like the screenplay was just so freaking polished.
It really was.
It
yeah.
was great. A lot of people are talking about Holly Hunter not getting a nomination for supporting actress. Do you guys have thoughts on that?
I can understand that, but I think that all the actresses in there are. I don't know who you would swap out Holly Hunter for.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
All around, it was a great round. It was a great year for Oscar nominations, and I guess we're just gonna have to send it back to you guys. Let the audience decide.
Thanks, guys. Speaking of Oscar-nominated movies, we got Brady's I, Tonya interview. Let's roll it.
What's up, sneak peekers? I'm Brady Anderson. We're here at Austin Film Festival for the screening of I, Tonya. We talked to writer Stephen Rogers. Let's check it out. I, Tonya tells the story of the ice skater Tonya Harding and the infamous sports scandal between Nancy Kerrigan and Tonya's ex-husband. I, Tonya is nominated for 3 Oscars, including Margot Robbie for Best Actress, Alyson Janney for Best Supporting Actress, and Tatiana S. Riegel for Best Film Editing.
Wondering, could you just tell me a little bit about the first time you heard Tonya's story and then how you created this script?
I don't remember the first one. I was very young when it happened. I remember the incident with the shoelace, and I remember thinking she was doing it all for attention. So it really wasn't in my consciousness at all. And then I happened to watch this great documentary on 30 for 30 about Tonya. And it interested me to sort of do a Wicked story where you take the person who's so vilified and make them your own.
So what was your favorite part in writing this script?
Well, I wrote Alyson Janney's part for her, and I've known Alyson since God was a small child. And I just put together a thing, and I've always tried to have a movie of mine, and I never got it. And so I put this one out. That's it.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Welcome back, Sneak Peeps. Next up, we've got Maddie and Madeline in the studio here to do a Grammy Style Squad. Take it away, ladies.
Hey Sneak Peeps, Maddie and Madeline here. If you tuned into the Grammys last Sunday night, you would know that all of the artists brought some serious personality to the red carpet, and it deserves recognition. So let's get down to it.
Well, for starters, in contrast to the styles worn in previous years, the Music Men of 2018 opted for more daring and colorful suits. Khalid, a Best New Artist nominee, showed up in a lilac suit layered over a light green turtleneck. Surprisingly, the odd color combo worked in his favor, and he pulled it off quite nicely.
Other handsome male artists also showed off some eccentric styles, including Sam Smith in St. Patrick's Day green, Zayn Malik in muted rose gold, and DJ Khaled in a bright red velvet suit that matched his adorable sons. So cute.
I know, right? And as always, the talented women of the music industry brought their A game for the special night. Cardi B wowed in a show-stopping lace number, and Miley Cyrus stunned in a red princess-like gown. She looked beautiful, and it really brought me back to her days as Hannah Montana. From foam fingers to ball gowns, Miley has truly shown us a wide array of looks.
Lady Gaga arrived in what first appeared to be a black billowing gown with an over-the-top train, only to later remove the skirt and reveal a gothic lace jumpsuit underneath. Her hair was styled in a dramatic corset braid interlaced with black string. She took a big risk, and it certainly paid off, being the flawless queen that she is. Another standout look from the red carpet was Hailee Steinfeld's, who rocked a simple white sleeveless dress with knee-high metallic purple boots. Who could have seen that one coming?
I know I didn't. And to top it all off, many stars sported white roses on the red carpet as a gesture in solidarity to support the Time's Up movement. Pink, Kelly Clarkson, Rita Ora, Nick Jonas, and many others joined the initiative. Zayn Malik took an interesting approach to the white rose concept, incorporating an embroidered rose on his suit. And Laura took it up a notch by stitching an inspiring feminist quote to the back of her dress.
Overall, the Grammys red carpet did not disappoint, and we are already looking forward to seeing what looks the stars have planned for the Oscars on Sunday, March 4th. Will you be watching? It's sure to be an event you won't want to miss.
That's all for us. We hope you enjoyed our coverage. Now back to the hosts.
Thanks, guys. Next up, we've got a funny little man on the street segment from our very own Blake. He went out and about and talked to you all about the Oscars. Sort of. Let's roll the clip.
Oscar season is fast approaching, with a number of movies vying for the titles of Best Movie of the Year. We wanted to see what the students at UT thought about some lesser-known categories in the Oscars. Alright everybody, I'm here with Jake. Jake, who was your pick for the Academy Award for Most Difficult to Spell Name?
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
I am here with Kendall, and Lindsay, so I need y'all's suggestions for the Academy Award for Most Jacked Actor in a Film. The nominees right now are The Rock in Jumanji, The Rock in Baywatch, and The Rock in Fate of the Furious. Do you pick one of those, or do you think it should be somebody else?
I personally think it should be Zac Efron from Baywatch, because he's pretty jacked.
He's definitely come a long way from High School Musical. So, Kendall, how about you?
I would choose Channing Tatum, and look at him. I don't even know if he's been in any movies, but I would just pick him anyways.
He was in Kingsman 2 for about 30 seconds, so that counts.
Oh, the Kingsman. Yeah. Huh.
Alright, so Lindsay, who would your pick be?
Hugh Jackman from The Greatest Showman.
He is a pretty jacked man, woohoo, alright. Alright, well thank y'all so much. Yeah, cheers that. Alright, so I'm here with Olivia. Now Olivia, there's a lot of great actresses out there right now nominated for Best Actress in a Leading Role. You have Sally Hawkins, Frances McDormand, Margot Robbie, Saoirse Ronan, and Meryl Streep. Now, which one do you think would win in a fistfight?
Frances McDormand for sure. I saw 3 Billboards. It was really good, and she was, how do I say?
Force to be reckoned with?
You know who threw that can? What can?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. She was like a total. Can I cuss?
You know the word we were going to say here, but we can't say it right now. But
She was awesome.
There we go. She was awesome. Okay, Ernie, so I got a question for you. Out of all the Best Picture nominees out of this year, which of course we know are The Emoji Movie, 50 Shades Darker, Valerian, American Assassin, and The Emoji Movie 2, The Reckoning, which one do you think was the best movie of the year?
I like 50 Shades Darker the best.
Ooh, 50 Shades Darker. Now, did you read the books?
No, I didn't really.
All right, but even though you didn't read the books, you still recommend the movies. They are like the height of romance?
Of course.
All right, you heard it here, 50 Shades Darker, height of romance. I'm here with Noah. Noah, so there's a lot of great Academy Award for Best Actor nominees out there right now. You've got Denzel Washington, Timothée Chalamet, Daniel Kaluuya, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Gary Oldman. Now, out of all those, who do you think would win in a fistfight?
I'd say Gary Oldman. You know, he has a lot of experience playing different characters. He's a pretty good actor, so.
Now, he is an old man, as can be told by his name. So, like, how do you think he's going to get around the age difference?
Well, just because he's an old man doesn't mean he's a powerful person. You know, he could knock someone out in a second, as far as I'm concerned. You know.
Well, there you have it. A lot of good picks out there right now. But whatever the picks we had today, make sure you check out the Oscars when they come out in March. I'm Blake Bauserman with Sneak Peek, and this has been your Man on the Street.
Sneak peeks, that's all we have for you today on our first episode back.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to tune in next week, same time and same place.
Until then, be sure to follow our awesome social media team at Sneak Peek TV so you can be up to date on the latest entertainment news.
And until next time, have a lovely weekend and see you all soon.